anticipate all that. Now, Digital Elvis, you know, he's 30% done. This is nowhere near completion. We are not working on a project actively, but you know, we're obviously beginning to work on the digital assets where we have rights and getting them ready to sort of move out into applications. Now, Michael Jackson, a number of years ago, looked pretty good in 2014, obviously, because we've got a long-term relationship with the estate and an interest in the asset. We've continued to work on the face of virtual Michael Jackson as an animated character. Obviously, he looks pretty good, and he's part of our portfolio for applications in the future. I am going to pick up a little bit of time on some of these text-driven slides. Please, again, go to facebankgroup.com and look at our website. We go into our operating companies, our entertainment subsidiary, our early stage consumer face apps company, FaceBank AG, our company in Switzerland that owns Nextway. This is the company that we acquired that's given us a lot of the revenue growth. But it's Nextway that allows us to turn on any of our apps in 180 countries across a huge customer base in 140 different currencies. So, you know, it's not like we're just a little technology company that's trying to figure out how we go viral. You don't just go viral, you got to have infrastructure, and Nextway gives us that infrastructure. On the Mayweather project and things we're working on, you know, if we've got something that's interesting to people in the US, we can get it to people in Argentina, Southeast Asia, across Europe, and we've got a couple $100 million in revenues with a now trending better than break-even infrastructure. So we're really prepared well to be global. Now, our strategy. We're a tech-driven IP play. We talked about it a bit earlier. Why? Because technology gets obsolete. You know, the way we were building Benjamin Button back in 2008 and before, frankly, you know, nobody's doing it that way anymore. Everything changes. You can't be the best, you know, in the technology space for very long. But intellectual property lasts a long time. There's only one Michael Jackson, only one Elton John, only one David Beckham. So we leverage our technology to get into these terrific relationships. When we sit down with a celebrity, we're not the guys that are showing up saying, hey, we're going to build your digital head and put you into a hologram. We're not, as I said, really into that. I don't know why somebody would watch 20 songs in a row of a digital human holographically projected. But I do think those characters can be inserted very strategically with high impact into entertainment properties. I do think that David Beckham shouldn't have to go to every photo shoot that's going to take him away from his family. You know, digital David is just as ready, can be posed in thousands of expressions, and can drive everything that David Beckham wants to do with his face in print ads and, you know, some of the more interactive stuff. And so the Icon 2020 plan is signing celebrities. It's relatively easy to do because we're not pitching them on a specific project. We sit down in front of them and say one thing that we know they're going to agree with. Your face is really important to you. You know, let us protect it. Let us help you extend it creatively and commercially. And so the Icon 2020 plan are specific projects and a growing catalog for leading celebrities. Now, the Consumer 2020 plan, for the first time in 2020, in a very large scale, we're going to be scanning consumers' faces, protecting your face using blockchain protocol, making sure that you're the only person that can access that face, and you can decide when you want to download it into your video games or have fun with it in these sort of neat, sort of cool and exciting apps that we're going to talk about. But that's really our business model going forward. Now, technology over IP, again, tech goes obsolete, IP lasts a long time. Tech brings us to these celebrities where they're relatively easy to engage with because our experience as a company and as people is very good. In past projects, we can make them very comfortable. If we can protect their digital likeness and we can make them look good as they extend into this sort of digital space. And we've got catalog agreements where we just sign the celebrities and we have a partial ownership, 25 to 40% of what they make in the future. Now, you could never get that while they were alive, but in this new space where we're bringing incremental revenues, imagine going up to Elvis Presley when he was alive and saying, "No, give me 25% of whatever you make on tour." You'd never get it, but you can get 25% of the digital likeness of Elvis Presley as it gets deployed commercially. Now, the project-based stuff, virtual Floyd Mayweather, Kung Fu Panda, these are celebrities that signed with us with a specific idea of what to do with their digital likeness. In the case of Kung Fu Panda, not a celebrity at all. We own a partial interest in Kung Fu Panda rights across all of Asia, which we talk about a bit on our website. Now, celebrities lead to consumers. If you're building a celebrity portfolio and you can't always, commission them into a project, how can you use the celebrities? Well, I don't know if this is true or a rumor, but I don't think anybody cared that much about that little app called FaceApp until Drake, the rapper, told people about it, and suddenly everybody was doing it. So if our goal is to collect and protect and activate the world's faces, our celebrity relationships are structured in such a way that they're actually obligated to go out in front of their Instagram followers and their audience and say, I'm with FaceBank, you should be too. One iconic celebrity could be worth 100 million consumers to FaceBank. So rather than waiting around, as businesses in our space have done in the past, for the celebrity to decide to act, to launch that project that you're waiting on, that's a very lumpy, development dependent entertainment business. Well, we're getting the celebrities to tell their consumers, who frankly are much more active with their selfies and soon their digital selfies, and they put them to use in apps where you get micro payments, for dressing up someone's avatar. Somebody scans their face with you, and a few weeks later, you can send them an action figure, 3D printed of their likeness. There was a test. A good friend of ours had a small company that did exactly that in a St. Louis mall, and 1,200 little girls showed up and scanned their faces, and 4 weeks later, they had action figures of their likeness to play with Barbie, right? So getting the celebrities to teach consumers that your face is important, you should protect it, and you should go have fun with it, that's probably the greatest value of our incredible celebrity relationship. The building blocks of value for our company: credible foundation of experience and visual effects and virtual reality, personalization experiences across the internet and digital content protection, technology, the tools that we got out of the digital domain restructuring and also the purchase of Creature Art Mechanics Digital and Pulse. We've acquired Pulse, their entire technology portfolio and their rights agreements. We've acquired Nextway across Europe. This is the company that's driving a lot of our revenues and gives us a presence in 180 countries. We've got intellectual property that we either own partially or we effectively own through revenue share agreements that are long-term in some cases and in other cases short-term, but they give us extensions through performance. And customer reach. Look at the numbers of people that watch holographic Tupac or virtual Michael Jackson, 150 million viewers for one and 200 million for another. And with FaceBank Nextway, we have a customer list of 400 million people. We have access, we believe, through our shareholders to that WeChat audience of over 1 billion. And we have 14 million active subscribers of people that buy software every day from us at Nextway. Now, the reach of Authentic Brands Group, our new partner, I think I'm actually a little low on their retail sales. They own 50 plus brands, 34 million web visitors, per month, and 265 million followers across social media. So these are some great, it's a great foundation for our business model. State of where we are: technology is complete. We're ready to go. We've got actionable IP like virtual Floyd Mayweather and Kung Fu Panda. Distribution platforms to give us global distribution acquired, and the consumer apps building out very quickly and launching in the second quarter. That's when I think we're really going to start having fun, when we start teaching consumers that their faces can be put in play as well. The actionable IP that I'm talking about specifically, imagine, right, the boxing matches that we always wanted to see. Who would win between Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard, both of them fighting in their prime? Well, that's possible now. Simulation technology allows you to see how their tendencies would play out in an actual fight. Human animation technology, we've seen it in movies and shown a bit of that to you here, can give you those hyper-realistic, digital actors that can stand in the middle of a ring, filmed and produced in front of a live audience, where our celebrity relationships help fill those seats, globally broadcast through our relationships established across the world through Nextway and with pay-per-view partners. That's a fight I'd want to see. Who'd win between Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard? And I'll tell you, there's a lot of folks in the Mayweather camp that want to see how Floyd Mayweather would do versus Bruce Lee. Well, that's a fight we can make happen as well. So don't laugh too quickly, right? Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, everybody thought it was a bit of a gimmick fight, a boxer versus an MMA fighter. That's a bit like a giraffe and a hippopotamus. They just shouldn't belong in battle. But You know, Floyd got over $100 million in upfront advances for that pay-per-view contract. The world watched it, loved it, and would probably watch it again. Muhammad Ali is now signed with us. We do not have a planned matchup with him and Mike Tyson, but you can bet we're trying, and we'll be calling Mr. Tyson. And you know, that's a long-term decision, you know, that the Muhammad Ali estate's going to have to sort of consider. But they are interested today in you know, seeing all the extensions of Muhammad Ali that are possible, as well as all the other ABG celebrities. Kung Fu